Okay, hello and welcome to Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town. This is a remake of Harvest Moon, Friends of Mineral Town that was originally on the Game Boy Advance in 2003. If you think that my 2000 plus hours in Stardew Valley is a lot of time, or my 4000 hours plus of Skyrim is a lot of time, they are absolutely nothing at all compared to how much time I spent on Friends of Mineral Town in my life. Now, this is a remake, and I played it for like an hour. So I don't know too much what we're going with. I'm going to stick with the one that looks more like the original character. So we're going to play with this guy. Now, they call him Pete. That's not his name. His name is Jack. But I'm going to give him my name because I can. I actually have 7 characters to put in my name, unlike several games of that time. And, uh, so, because it's a season, I can't put in my birthday, but my birthday is July 9th, so I usually choose Summer 9 as my character's birthday. Now, there are 2 difficulties. I can start with a lot of gold, I can sell for more, easy to raise affection, start with 18 turnips in the field, or I can just do what I know. There were no difficulty options in 2003. You got the game you got. And apparently I have an additional costume as DLC. One day a special letter arrived in my mailbox. It was sent from a person who introduced himself as the mayor of a certain little town. The moment I finished reading that letter, I packed up my things and headed for the train station. This is already so different from the original. Once there, I bought a ticket to Mineral Town, the place where my grandfather had his farm. In the original game, it wasn't your grandfather, it was just a old man whose farm you happened to visit. And the mayor's hat was not that tall. Good day, you are Patrick, I presume? I'm Thomas. It is my great honor to preside over Mineral Town as its mayor. Here it is. This is the land your grandfather left to you. I'm afraid it's been some time since anyone tended to it, so it's fallen into a bit of disrepair. Do you remember when you came here as a child? You spent the summer together with your grandfather. Sorry, Patrick, we've had to cancel our family vacation this summer. I just couldn't get the time off for it. There's something very important that I have to do at work and I can't leave. Really sorry, but I'll have to make do without a trip this year. Things are just too busy. Promise I'll make it up to you. Please understand. You may not get a family vacation, but we've asked your grandfather to let you stay with him at his farm this summer. His farm is wonderful. Surrounded by nature with all sorts of places to explore. You can relax and play as much as you like. You've already packed your things. All that's left is to go and have fun. Here you are. Do you remember me? I'm your grandpa. There ain't too much to do out here in the sticks, but go have a nosy around if you like. Afraid I'll be busy most of the day doing my chores around the farm, so I won't have much time to play with you. There are a few kids around your age in town, though. I'm sure they'll let you play with them, so go on and introduce yourself. Hello. Apparently I fell off a cow. Oh, you can see the cursor. Sorry about that. Who are you? Oh, yeah, someone said the old guy at the farm down the road was having a visitor from the city. That must be him. I wonder what he's doing all by himself. You always play alone? Wow, me too. I like this place lots, so I come here all the time. Hey, why don't you tell me about yourself and the city and stuff? What's it like there? It's loud and stinky. Oh, Patrick, how'd you like the country life? Was it fun? You get back home, say hello to your mom and dad for me, and let them know I enjoyed having you come visit. Aw, are you going already? Oh, I'll miss you. You'll be coming back someday, though, right? Promise me you'll come back. And here I am. It's been 20 years since then. I see you've grown into a fine young adult. Your grandfather loved this little farm dearly, you know. I'm sure it'd make him oh so happy to know that you had inherited it. Well, what do you say? Would you like to give farming a try? No! I see. Well, the decision is yours, and I won't try to change your mind. What a shame, though. If you'll be leaving, there should be another train coming soon. Goodbye. Hey, we beat it! Speed run. The credits are rolling. I honestly thought you would ask me a second time. This controller may still be dead, but I'm giving it a chance. The end. Oops. I gotta type all this in again. Hopefully they'll let me skip that stuff. Looks like the answer is no. It will punish me for, saying no. I tried all the buttons. There is nothing that is skipping this. So, uh, I happened to meet Concerned Ape once upon a time at PAX, and we did not talk about Stardew Valley. We actually talked about Harvest Moon and how Stardew Valley was uh, inspired by the series. Excellent, excellent. Allow me to be the first to welcome you as a new resident of Mineral Town. Now then, as you are the new owner of this farm, do you not think a new name is in order? I forgot that I have to name the farm. Uh, I did not even consider this moment. Hmm. I'm going to call it the Stardew Farm because I can. Running a farm is not the easiest of jobs in the world, but if you try hard, I'm sure your grandfather will be proud. Sure, you must be tired from your long trip. Why didn't you rest? I must return my duties as mayor. So, the game that most inspired Stardew Valley was Harvest Moon 64, but Friends of Mineral Town did have an impact as well. And this remake of Friends of Mineral Town seems to have taken some cues from Stardew Valley itself. Uh, Particularly if I hit, uh, but I do like that you have a map of your farm and it shows you where everything is. And you have a map of the town, and it shows you where everything there is. Poe Poultry? Why did they change that name? Secret Forest? I don't remember that either. This looks like most people's names have stayed the same. In any case, said I had some extra stuff in here. Oh, I can change the color of my overalls if I want. And it looks like I can have the clothes of the other character to be on this other. Anyway, I also have a reindeer, a cow, a sheep, a dog, a chicken, a cherry blossom sprite. I'll stick with the regular default overalls. I already start with a cabinet. You had to buy that in the Game Boy Advance. You did not start with a cabinet. You can see that, you can of course see the weather. How to move around. You can walk or run. Fish or be fished. Don't fish for mediocrity. Cast your line for excellence and reel, reel, reel. It's time for another episode of the Fishing Facts Show. Fish or be fished. Today we got a Fingus Angler. Oh, the Fisher one is not fun. What's going on? Spring Derby on Spring 18th. The Cooking Exhibition on Spring 22nd. I'm good, thanks. And over here, I've got my toolbox. All of my tools are in there. Oh. I only have 4 spaces. In the Game Boy Advance, you had 2 spaces, and you had to like it. Here we have 4 to start with. Am I right in assuming this is the first time you've ever worked on the farm? Bitch, please. To talk to a person standing in front of you or lift objects, press the confirm button. To use an item, make certain to equip it first, and press the tool button to use it. When you do a bit of shopping, go to the store, stand across the counter for shop to talk to them. However, if the store is closed, you can still speak to the shopkeeper, but you won't be able to buy anything. There are several other controls available to you as well. Now, I can forge, and he wants me to meet people, and he gave the pedometer that I saw in the toolbox was a gift from him. There's another person. His hair color is all wrong. Yo, I'm Zach. I handle all the shipping around these parts. Nice to meet ya. When you're farming, there's one big thing you gotta remember, yeah? Here, I'll show you. See, this is your shipping bin. Don't forget about it. You want to sell something, you put it in the bin. I come by at 5 p.m. every day and pick up whatever's in there. When I do, I'll automatically add your code of the sale to your wallet. Nifty, right? Oh, but I don't come by to collect on holidays or festival days. You want to know why? Because I want days off too, darn it. Anyway, this ain't your only shipping bin. There's one inside the Coopin barn, too. Oh, that's nice of him. You can sell crops you've harvested or stuff you foraged from the mountain. Oh, and stuff like eggs, milk, and wool can go in there, too. You get the idea, right? Now listen up, this is important. Working hard is great and all, but don't overdo it. If your face starts going blue, that's a sign you're about to keel over. When you get that bad, don't push it. Just go and rest, alright? Nobody wants a vacation to the clinic. Got all that? Good. I'm stopping by at 5 p.m. then. See ya. If you try to sell something past 5 p.m., though they may have decided to be more forgiving about this in the remake, that's just gone. It's You don't have it anymore, but you don't get the money either. So make sure you get everything shipped before 5 p.m. And don't ship on festival days. You won't get any money then either. I can access the toolbox from outside too. And I have mail already. Guts' Workshop. It used to be spelled with a Z. Come to Guts' Workshop to renovate your home or farm. Materials and furniture are also available. I've never been any good at this kind of thing. Basically, I've got stuff you might need, seeing as you just moved here, and I'll drop on by sometimes. So, I can pick up these items. How do I actually see a proper menu? There we go. So we've got our options here. Controller settings, game settings, all that stuff. There's heart icons, portrait. So here's my overview. I got picked up some wild grapes. I have 8 spaces. That is the max inventory on the Game Boy Advance. And it tells you how much they restore your energy to. Wild grapes will restore your energy by 10. You got a journal. You've always been able to save at any time in this game. Our tool pocket, town and farm map. I can see my relationship with residents. That is something that was not in the original game, but looks a lot like Stardew Valley. I haven't met the nature sprites yet. I don't have any animals or pets, so I can't do that. You used to start with a dog. I don't appear to have a dog. And this tree will give me things every day. I can whistle. Uh, I can bring up the shipping item and move things from my bag in there. Once I close that menu, they're gone. But that's fine. That's what I wanted. Oh, you can get stuff for scything weeds. What is it? I don't recognize these things. Oh, this is what the colored grass looks like now. So hammers break the rocks, axe breaks the wood, scythe breaks the weeds, but you can also pick up the weeds if you want them for some reason. We're going to go ahead and hoe out some spots. Now, in Harvest Moon, I can also just dig up money. In Harvest Moon, seed packets are not one spot. They're a 3x3 area. I paused for a moment there. That's my indication that my energy is starting to get a little bit lower. There's no... But I can see my energy up in the top left. Speaking of which, where can I put my face so it's not going to block anything? Or maybe I should just leave my face out of this playthrough. Because right now you don't see what time it is. It's 2:40 p.m. And I am down to just 30 energy. If you hold down the right trigger on the controller like this, you stop running. But running is the default. I want to try and get to the seed shop. Oh shoot! Okay, this controller is definitely dead. Yeah, I was having some trouble with tactics the other day, and now it just disconnected there too. It's okay, I held on to this one. It's older than that other controller and costs a lot less to purchase, but anything's better than nothing. Hello there, we haven't met before, have we? Ah, so you're the one who just moved in that farm. Speaking of which, I seem to recall Thomas mentioning something along those lines. My name is Anna. I hope we come to enjoy life in our cozy little town. Here's Marie, or Maria, or Mary. Sure, her name changes. Oh, are you the one taking over the farm? Thomas told me about you. My name is Marie. It's nice to meet you. She has a little black heart next to her name. She's one of the people you can marry. There's a general store. This is not Jeff. You're getting all the new neighbors to say, oh, you must be the one who moved that farm. I'm Jeff. So, uh, parsnip seeds are not the base crop here. Here the base crop is turnip seeds. There's also potato and cucumber seeds you can buy in spring. You can buy grass and various foods. You can also upgrade your bag here. I'm going to buy a couple things of turnip seeds. If your bag is full, he sends it to the toolbox at your house. Because they're nice like that in this game. Hello there, you're Patrick, correct? My name is Harris. He gained some weight. It's my honor to be the constable of Mineral Town. The community is as serene as it is crime-free, so don't worry, you'll be perfectly safe here. Hey, so you just moved to that farm? My name? I'm Cliff. Nice to meet you. I think in this one you can marry guys, but for the most part they're rivals for your affections. Why, hello there, and you are? Ah, yes, yes, Mayor Thomas told us you would be coming. I'm Sasha. My family runs a general store. I do hope you'll drop by every once in a while. I come into the church. There's Carter. Ah, you're Patrick, yes. A most auspicious meeting indeed. Thomas told me all about you. My name's Carter, and I'm the town priest. I hope I see you at church. I talked to him a fair bit, because being his friend is advantageous. I will also stop by the inn today. This is the inn. People often meet up here. Here's the owner. Dudley? That's not his name. Oh, I haven't seen you around before. You say you moved to that farm? I'm Dudley, and I run our town's inn. Good to meet you. Apparently his name is Dudley now. And in here is Ran, or Anne, his daughter. You can also marry her. Thought for sure you were a guest. What's your name? That's pronounced Patrick, you said? I'm Ran. Nice to meet you. And in here is Gray. Haven't seen you before. So you're the owner of that farm? I'm Gray. Nice to meet you. There's absolutely nothing around here. You do know that, right? Don't tell me you're some kind of earth weirdo. And this is where Cliff stays. Now, this is not Stardew Valley. When you're indoors, time pauses. They don't have a carry-out menu. Water is free. Water is always free. Now, because it's free, you only get 1 energy back for it. Whenever I stop by here, I always pick up water. Just because it's good for you. But they also have the daily special. Salad, apple pie, cheesecake. So they have lots of stuff. Here's the winery. Who are you? So you're the new caretaker of the farm? I'm Duke. Nice to meet you. There's not a whole lot I can do on this first day. Here's the blacksmith. Saibara. Must be difficult to manage a farm with only one set of hands, but do your best out there. My name's Saibara. Nice to meet you. I believe he's closed now. Yeah. Most people will be closed by this time. But you can still meet people. You're the new guy who moved on that farm down the way, right? So your name's Patrick? I'm Rick. I live in town with my mom and my little sister, Papuri. It's good to meet you. Speaking of whom, I don't think we met. Well, hi, I'm Barry. What's your name? Ah, Patrick. Huh? It's nice to meet you. The first time I played Harvest Moon 64, she's who I married. Hi, hello there. I don't believe we met, have we? Ah, yes, yes. Now I remember. You must be Patrick. Mary Thomas told me all about you. My name is Lilia. So nice to meet you, sweetheart. They own the poultry farm, so if you need chickens, go there. If you want uh, other animals, come here. Hi there, mister. You a traveler? What? You moved to that farm? Neat. I live on one too. I'm May. And, oh, so you're Patrick. My name's Moogie? Really? Okay. Nice to meet you. They gave them less American names. I'm seeing quite a few changes in this game. So as it's after 5, I cannot sell anything at this point. But I will put... We'll see if I can get anything watered today. It shows me a nice little grid of where the seeds will be planted. You cannot walk over crops, so I have to leave that empty space in the middle. Where's my pond is over here. Okay. It takes 2 health to water something? Alright, well then I'm gonna show you something else. Up here in the mountains, you go off to the left, and come over here. Hot spring. Go over stamina relief fatigue. And look up in the top left and you'll see my energy restoring at a decent clip. Obviously the time passes while you're here because you are technically outdoors. But if I want to water my crops before I go to sleep, then I'd better get some energy back. Alright. I'll show more of the forest in subsequent days. Now, you do not pass out at 2 uh, 2 a.m. I just don't think you do. I believe you go until 6 a.m. when the next day starts. So, if you want to get your energy back, you'd better make sure you actually go inside and go to sleep. I will store the random materials I picked up. I'll sell the grass in the morning. And I tend to save before I go to bed each day. That's just when I like to do my save. So as you see, previously I made it to like the 7th day of spring. I'll just overwrite that, it's fine. I'm not gonna go back to it. That's a very, very old save. So write in your journal is save. Uh, some people just don't like you as much for talking to them once. Yeah, personals. Alright, I will call it a night, and it will show me a shipping uh, overview. I sold some grass, so I got some money. And I did not get full back. Huang. Okay. Good morning. I'm sorry to disturb you at this early hour. I humbly apologize. I'm not interested in myself. I am Huang, a traveling merchant. I have just arrived in this town. It is an honor to meet you. I see you have a farm, yes? As it so happens, I have many seeds for sale. Rare seeds, unique seeds. Come see my wares. Buy them. Mr. Zach has generously allowed me to stay at his home. I have opened my store there. Come whenever you like. I always welcome new customers. Now I must go and greet the other customers in town. Goodbye. He's holding an apple. He likes apples. He sells apples. I get 3 grapes today. And you get the honey every single day. I will sell it all. I missed. Like any respectable farming game, you can upgrade your tools, but I'm not there yet. Harvest Moon 64 was my favorite. Once you had enough uh, experience to upgrade the tool, it just automatically upgraded. That is not the case here. Sidebar might tell me more if I go there when he's open. The pedometer will not track your steps if you're not holding it. Alright. Let's explore the mountain a little bit. Grand comes here every day, as does Papuri. And here's a mine. Ores and jewels can be found in mines. Ores are needed to upgrade tools, and jewels can be sold for money. To find things in the mine, a hammer and a hoe are required. Use the hammer to break rocks and find items. Use the hoe to uncover the ladder leading downwards. Occasionally, rare items may be found. The deeper levels of the mine, the higher the chance of finding rare ores and valuable jewels. Sometimes holes may be uncovered in the floor. Falling down one takes stamina, but it's also a way to move many floors at once. That was not the case before. You could only go down one at a time. These holes can be uncovered using a hoe, but take care. You may not find them before you fall into them. By going down the ladder, you can descend one floor at a time. Going up the ladder will take you straight to the top floor. Be aware, though, you can't use any of your tools' charge skills when you're in the mine. So you can only do the one spot. Now, I'm looking for a forgeable around here, and I'm not seeing anything that I can pick up. There is, however, a ladder that leads you up to a higher area that was not in the original game. Also, I'm stacking items. That wasn't uh, there before either. Every item took its own individual spot. So item stacking is going to save me a lot of time. I'm going to try and figure out how to hold things over my head. Open tool pocket with the left button. But this... Can I not open my bag? How do I gift people then? Ah, right stick. So I'm going to throw something in there. And the harvest goddess says, oh, why hello, Patrick. How do I know your name? Why? Because I'm me. You know, divine being and all that. Anyway, thank you so much for the lovely offering. Oh my, I'm rather fond of this. How wonderful. Thank you, bye-bye. I'm going to try and remember to give her a gift every single day. And who are you? Ah, moved into the old farmhouse, did ya? Name's Guts. I'm the carpenter around these parts. Want to spruce that old farmhouse up? You come see me. I'll build whatever you want, as long as you pay for it. This house is over here. I'm going to collect some of the grass that's nearby while I wait for him to get inside. There's also stumps out here. Those stumps come back every day, but you need a upgraded axe. Harris also stays here. When I take my daily patrols, I always stop at Mr. Guts' house for a short break. So let's see what he's got. You can do renovations. You can get a slightly bigger house for 3,000 G, 150 lumber, and 50 stone. You can get a coop expansion. You already have a coop, but you can expand it for 5,000 G and some materials. You can expand your barn. You can get there's a open spot in town, and you can get a villa in town for 999 lumber, 999 stone, and a million G. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 10 million G. You should count those zeros more carefully. You can also buy lumber and stuff from him. Fruit trees were not a thing in the original game. You would just naturally get apples from your tree in fall. You can get a clock for my house, a bigger cabinet, an LCD TV, and you can go between the two without actually exiting the menu. Obviously, I have 225G right now. I'm not going to be buying much. Who are you? I can't believe I've heard your name. I'm Jennifer, a pleasure. I have no idea who you are. You are not a character that was in the game before. Here I can buy fodder, a cow, sheep, or alpaca. Alpaca's new. Breeding kit. They don't randomly uh, give you new animals. You have to breed them. You buy a calf, a coffee milk, strawberry milk, fruit milk, sheep. You get fleece from alpaca. There's some cows out here. I believe he's the person who will eventually give you your horse. Zach lives out here. This is the Kai's Beach Cafe, only open in the summer. What's the good word? Busy with work? Here's Huang. Let's see what he has. He has a truth jewel. Gather 9 of these will reveal his true state of being. Cabbage seeds are his spring crop. Pineapple seeds are his summer crop. Pineapple seeds are broken. Green pepper for autumn. He also sells flower seeds. So if you don't want to forage flowers, you can buy them from him. I think Zach will give me my fishing pole if I have an open spot in my tool bag when I visit him. As I do not have an open spot, he will give me nothing. Oh, a friend was just telling me about how somebody moved into that old farmhouse. That's you, huh? Patrick, got it? I'm Karen. Pleasure's all mine. She looked better before. You're not from around here, huh? Oh, you moved to that big old farm? Me, I'm you. Since you got a farm, that means you got cows and stuff, right? Not yet. I know him as Stu. The clinic is closed on Wednesdays. Oh, I'm getting a heart event. You got something amazing to show you, Ellie. You do you? Well, that'll keep me in suspense. You look at this. Oh, for goodness sakes, how many times have I told you that this is a sterile environment? That means no bugs, ever. Thought you just didn't like bugs. If you keep scowling, you're gonna turn into a wrinkled old lady. Where do you think you're going for that matter? Get back here this instant. Oh, you're not from this town, are you? So sorry about all this. You're Patrick, the one who can work on the farm, right? The whole town has been abuzz ever since your arrival. My name is Ellie. I'm the nurse at this clinic. It's a pleasure to meet you. Speaking of seeing, stop hiding behind Patrick and look me in the eye, you. Fine, you meanie. He's a natural born prankster, I swear. All I did was show you a bug. You know I hate insects. There we go. So I keep bringing them to you, so you'll get over it. You always have a comeback for everything. Who did you learn that from, I wonder? You understand how I feel, don't you? Being a guy and all. You shouldn't harass people. Eh. Thank you for scolding him. And don't worry, those are crocodile tears, I assure you. He's not used to being recommended by people other than me, that's all. We'll make him think twice next time he's about to pull some of his usual antics. Sick and tired of his nonsense. Doctor's back here. I understand how you feels. Children want attention, so they purposely play tricks on people they like. Now, like their sister. Jeff feels unwell often. I can't talk to her from this side. Stamina booster recovers my stamina. Caffeine relieves my fatigue. I don't know if that's a good message to send. Oh, do you feel ill? I can give you an examination, but it will cost 10G. Uh, I don't want an examination just yet. I feel like that's not the best way to spend my money right now. Here's the mayor's house. And next door to him, I spend my afternoons catching up with Ellen. Her granddaughter Ellie is such a sweet girl. Talk about someone with their head screwed on good and tight. Here's Ellen. Goodness me, a new face. You're Patrick, I'm Ellen. It's a pleasure to meet you. Oh, my legs? I have an illness that makes my muscles weak, so I've been chair-bound for some time now. I'm just at that age. So she did not have a mining accident that keeps her in the chair. What should I do? Oh, maybe if I... No, that won't work. Eek! I like Marie. I like smart girls. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was completely lost in thought. Oh, Patrick, it's good to see you. It's awfully nice of you to drop by. Patrons at this library are few and far between. Good me for earlier. When I'm deep in thought, I don't see what's around me. Is something troubling you? No, that's not it. I'm writing my own novel, but I'm at something of an impasse, so I'm trying to work it out. Thanks for your concern. You can see that I'm doing things that make her happy. Please stop by whenever in the literary mood. I'm sure we have plenty of books that can help or inspire you. I will exit and re-enter. So, mini games for the nature sprites. Have you met the nature sprites yet? No, I forgot. I'll actually go talk to them. Real. Tips and tricks. The derby. Uh, you can race your horse if you have one, or you can bet on them. There's Summer 7, a chicken contest, chicken fight. They call it a Cluck Cluck Clash because that's not as offensive as cockfighting, maybe. You got basic controls here. Uh, one about raising crops and crop growth stages. So tell me how long everything takes to grow. Turnips take 4 days. Potatoes take 7. Cucumbers take 7 and then uh, go back to harvest again. Strawberries we can't get yet. Every season has a type of seed that you can't get by default, but once you've shipped enough of the other things, they become available for you. She talks about her father there. That one's about tools, obtaining a kitchen. Uh, I need a slightly bigger house before I can get a kitchen. This will tell me about all the stores and buildings in town. Uh, the record player in the original game required connecting to the GameCube game. Uh, I don't have a bathroom yet, or a vase, or a fridge. It's about livestock, about fishing, mining. Remember I said one of Zach's old buddies, so yeah, it says to go talk to Zach. Help from the nature sprites, I'll get to that. Uh, how much stamina is required will vary depending on the level of the tool. Eating a power berry will increase your maximum stamina. You also sleep or soak in the hot spring. Eating food, putting flowers in the vase can help. Uh, go to the clinic, you lose the remainder of the day. If you build fatigue if you put wood in the fireplace in any season that's not winter. And there's a truth jewel on this shelf. In games where I don't start with a cabinet, I wouldn't do that right now. But as I do have a cabinet, it's okay. They lock up early. Let's go by the blacksmith, since we weren't able to see his stock yesterday. So, upgrade tools. It doesn't say anything about... Oh, I can see the experience here. So I'm at 7% experience for the watering can, for example. 1 for the axe, 1 for the hammer, 5 for the hoe, and 4 for the sickle. I can also give him orichalcum ore to have him make jewelry. Girls like jewelry. You can buy the brush shear, the milker, or the clippers. I want to see what I want to see if the price of chickens is unchanged. 1500. That sounds about right. You can also get brown chickens or Angora rabbits. And you can buy the feed and breeding kits for the rabbits. For chickens, you just need to put a egg in the incubator, which you have by default. I want to make sure I get this extra grass sold. It's probably a little late to uh, go get the fishing rod from Zach at this point. Is there another place that I wanted to show today? Well, I was interested in seeing the secret forest. Besides that, I think I went to most of the places. I'll show more of Mother's Hill. This is the way you normally have to go up to it. There's big rocks back here. That leads to interesting things. There's another mine out there in the hill, but we can't get to it just yet. This is where Jennifer lives. She lives up here in the... She lives in the Linus area. She is completely new to the remake. She does not have a Game Boy Advance counterpart. There's also the peak of Mother's Hill, or summit. Sometimes you'll see certain heart events, or sometimes even festivals are held up there. There's one festival that can take place in two places, and which one you go to depends on bases, which you'll see. So I think I'll spend a little bit of time getting some more wood. Weeds will grow uh, naturally, but uh, branches and stones and such will not come back. Now you don't have to break the stones or branches. You can actually pick them up as they are. And while I would not be surprised if this was changed as well, uh, you could actually use the branches as a perfectly effective fence for your animals. We have no fodder. This is our stable. Do we have a lumber pile somewhere? No, I guess I don't need one since I have a cabinet from the start. Also, as you can see in my inventory, things only stack up to 9. They don't stack infinitely. Or even 999. But they stack higher in the uh, cabinet. I'm just going to go ahead and go to bed for this day. I would never go to bed this early on the Game Boy Advance, but as I'm still learning about this game, I don't know exactly how long I need to sleep to get full energy. I'm going to go out without the hoe today. I'll put the watering can away when I'm done with it. Well, do you have a moment? I have a favor to ask. Let's say he's going to give me the horse. You see, this little foal of mine here isn't feeling too well. It needs a little extra care. Unfortunately, I don't have the time to give it that care. I was hoping you might raise it for me. Where's my dog, anyway? You will? Good, good. I knew I could count on you. Well, then, why not give this little one a game? Well, my favorite series is Zelda, so that makes giving a horse a name an easy task. There isn't much to worry yourself over when it comes to raising horses. Just give them lots of loving care and that'll be plenty. Talk to them every day, yeah. They do love hearing your voice. Brushing them every day is good for them, too. Alright, then I'll take this little one over to your stable. Before I go any further, I need to figure something out. Once it's grown, I'll come back for it. Take good care of it for me until then. I'm counting on you. You get to keep it if it likes you. You don't need to feed the foals you are raising any fodder, but you can give them pet treats. Stay near a foal and press the confirm button to talk to them. Equip a brush to groom your foal. After about 90 days, the foal will become a fully grown horse. Show your foal lots of love as you raise them. So I don't have a brush yet. Let's water my crops real quick. So, here in Story of Seasons, there's day, time, and money in the top right. In the top left, oh, I can upgrade the watering can now. Uh, in the top left is my energy, in the bottom right is my tools, or in the bottom left is my tools, and in the bottom right is my bag inventory. So I'm not sure where I should put me. I think I'll move myself to the top middle. And we'll see how that works. I haven't played the game on stream that uses all the corners. That's the good little one. Hurry and grow up strong, okay? I can't seem to open the door and let it out. Can I push it out? Yes, I can push it. Hey, if you do that, it won't go outside? So I can push it outside. Okay. Alright, I'll put the watering can back away so that I can go get the fishing pole. What I'll often do with fishing is I'll do my trip around town during the day, and then when it's time to until and then I'll go back to my farm and fish until around 5 so that I can sell any fish I catch before uh, Zach gets there to take everything. It doesn't look like there's much with the secret forest currently. Maybe it will have more in the future. But I can't do any fishing until I go get the fishing rod. So let's do that. I also try and collect all the grass on the beach anytime I come here. Eventually I will need to fish for a power berry, so I want to get that sooner rather than later. Oh, what time does he open? I need an adult pet and a disc to play fetch on the beach. I don't have a pet at all. Boat. It's still locked at 11? Oh, here he is. Get inside, Zach. I want to fish. Now what am I going to do with this? It'd be a waste to just toss it. Yo, Patrick, good timing. I was just wondering what I should do with this thing. See, an old buddy of mine moved out and left his fishing rod behind. Me, I don't fish. So I was wondering what to do with the darn thing. Still in good shape, so it'd be a shame to junk it. What do you say, want it? We got an inkling that you got a talent for fishing. I got a fishing rod. To fish, equip the fishing rod and push the tool button to cast the fishing line straight in front of you. Ah. Started? I was just scrolling right through it. I imagine there will be something in my house that tells me. Or I could just show you. So fishing is fairly basic. Uh, there's no mini game you need to complete to catch a fish. You just wait until you get a bite and pull it back. There's a river on your farm. You can fish there if you want to. Cast it. Don't have to hold it down. Just wait until you get an exclamation above you and try and pull it back as fast as you can. And sometimes it'll get away and sometimes it won't. I'm gonna find a flower to give to the harvest goddess. This is something I try to remember to do every day. And it will pay off. Don't worry about that. Oh, well, if it isn't Patrick, I love you to come see me again. I always appreciate an offering. certainly would hate to disappoint a divine being. I'm going to do a little bit more fishing. It's not a broken method of getting money like it is in Stardew Valley, but before you have any animals or mini crops, it can be a nice little uh, boost. Just make sure you're keeping an eye on the time while you're fishing. And then you can run into the coop and use that fishing bin to make sure that you uh, this is a problem. This control stick is so sensitive. If you actually are hanging around, you'll see Zach. I forgot to sell these things. But that's okay. Oh, I can't store them in the cabinet. I need a fridge. I also didn't watch the TV today. It'll be normal weather tomorrow. Beginning life on the farm. I sowed the seeds after telling you they didn't pick the crop. Oh, this is telling you that you need to water things. Swip swap. Going to school one. Ding dong. On a morning like any other, I rang the doorbell on my neighbor's house, letting Adrienne know that I was there. Adrienne! Adrienne, good morning. A few minutes later, I heard the sound of a window opening. Adrienne peeked out of her second-story window, her hair a floofy, bed-headed mess. Good morning, Adrienne. I'll be ready in a sec. Okay? That's Adrienne. She's my neighbor, my childhood friend, and my girlfriend. I know what you're thinking. Our names sound exactly alike. Oh, no. And that does get confusing at times, but so it goes. 2 minutes later. Sorry to make you wait so long, Adrienne. Adrienne came out, dressed in her school uniform. The impressive bedhead I saw mere minutes before was all but brushed out. Mostly. To be continued. In the Game Boy Advance one, they were named Aaron with two A's and Aaron with an E. So their names actually did sound exactly the same. Today's spring 4th, just telling me about the thing, son. Now I remember why I stopped using this controller. It's just so freaking sensitive with the control stick and the directional buttons. That's going to be a problem moving forward if I keep using it. I need another solution. Here I can check my shipping log so I can see how much I've shipped of everything. You can see that there's a lot that I can ship in this game. There's a fishing log. It'll tell me what I've caught and the largest size of each one. We got our records, scores for mini games. I still didn't talk to the sprites today. How far I've made it down in mines, whacking moles. It tells me the max money I've obtained in a day, spent in a day, and the record for a month. The Goddess Collection. Uh, I don't know what that is, actually. Farm points. I get points for shipping, for fishing, for animals. I assume townspeople friendship. Cooking, house additions, tools. I assume using and upgrades. Letters, events, main character. Don't know what the points are for. Balance book tells me daily, seasonal, and annual earnings. And the trophy list I assume is achievements. Get married. Reach spring of year 2, spring of year 3, spring of year 5. 300 offerings to the harvest goddess. Uh, 50,000 G at once. 100,000, 5 million, 10 different types of fish. Every 50 different types of fish, every type of fish. 10 different dishes. 50 every dish. 30 in a mine, 100 in a mine, 255 in a mine. Ship every type of crop with 5 quality. Own at least 8 cows. Own at least 8 sheep. 4 chickens. 4 Angora rabbits. 8 alpacas. At least 1 of every livestock type. Breed at least 1 of every livestock type. Own 5 pets. Win the Cluck Cluck Clash. Win the Moo Moo Festival. Win the Fluffy Festival. Renovate your house twice. Renovate every building on your farm. Stay in the hot spring for 10 hours straight. Eat at least 1 of every type of dish you can make. And successfully confess to every romance option before marriage. I haven't shown confession yet either. But that's the thing. Out of curiosity, I am going to ship the grapes and honey tonight. And see if I don't actually get that money on the next day. We're gonna sacrifice a little bit of. We're going to risk a little bit of crops to see if I get the money on a future day. And sometimes I'll fish until the end of the day as well. Let's go to the inn and see if there's anyone there that I haven't met yet. I think I've met almost everyone. We can see in the evening the things I can get are different. I can now get wild grape water, pineapple juice, or milk. But water is always available, no matter what time of day it is. I can examine some of the street lights. One of them has a jewel. Oh. I was not expecting that. Okay. This is a Harvest Sprite's hut, but it's locked at this time. But now you know where it is. Why is the church locked? Since when do churches lock? Rick goes to the inn in the evenings, as do a lot of other people. I haven't met Basil yet. Greetings, you a sightseer? You see you moved to this town? Nature's bounty is abundant here, quite unlike the lifeless air of large cities, so I'm sure you'll love it here. Me? Oh, that's right, introductions. I'm Basil. As an enthusiast of all things botanical, I study the plants here in Mineral Town. Nice to meet you. He's, Marie's father. You're to order food, go talk to my dad. And then, of course, we have... Oh, and Sabara. Have you tried any of the drinks here? If you haven't, you ought to. At least once. They don't offer alcohol in this game. At least not currently. There is wine at some point, I'm sure. But... Alright, I got another truth jewel, even though I didn't mean to. Because I have so many, clothing options, I might actually change them occasionally. So I'm not wearing the exact same clothes every stream. Though I don't know how often I'll stream this game. Maybe it will be my new cozy game. Maybe it will choose something else. Stones are kind of interesting. Now, again, I don't know every change that's been made, but one of the cooking recipes in the original game actually was made better if you added a just regular stone to it. So if you wanted to make the best version of each dish, you had to make sure that you had a stone available when making that one. I want to clear up a lot of my farm because there is a power berry somewhere for hoeing it. So I want lots of space available to hoe up. You can jump diagonals, which is nice. Okay, it's quite late. I should stop. Now, the shipping, some of the records did mention crop quality, and that's also something that wasn't uh, there in the Game Boy Advance. It was just crop. There was no quality to the crops. So we know that we did not get anything for the... I can't actually break this down any further, so I can't actually see what I got money for. It does also autosave in the morning, but yeah. And actually, I see that I can't... For the moment, I can walk over the crops, but I think once they get to a higher stage of growth, I won't be able to anymore. My horse is outside now. Maybe it comes in and goes out on its own each day. So, Moogie said that he would come and take the horse back when it's an adult. You get to keep it if it likes you. You can also whistle for it. And if you don't know where it is, you can open up the farm map and it'll show you an icon. And I need to actually take a little bit of a break, so I'll be back shortly. Alright, I'm back in. What you may have noticed if you stuck around while I was gone is that I think the thing I love the most about uh, Stardew Valley is that it has music, like different music for different days. If I try to water there, it doesn't fill it up. I have to fill up. You can't fill up at any water source. It's got to be at the fish pond. You can put fish in there. I haven't been checking my mail. Do you have cows? Perhaps horses, sheep, or alpaca? How about a brush to give their coats the cleaning they truly deserve? If not, I highly recommend you come purchase one today. I don't know if not checking my uh, mail caused me to miss out on anything. Hopefully not. That looks like the closest flower to here. I tend to get Ran and Papuri's friendship up a little bit earlier since I always come to here right away. There's not as much grass up here as there used to be. Also, grass sells for less than it used to, I've noticed. But, I do get that. It makes sense because you sometimes get grass from, scything weeds. So if it's easier to get the grass... Oh, I haven't met you. Brandon? I think he's new. I also, looked something up. The rival, marriages were removed from the game. So I don't have to worry about, uh, seeing rival events and losing someone as a marriage candidate, which honestly is more disappointing than anything. It was nice to know that if I didn't marry them, people would still get married. Now they only get happiness if it's with me. Okay, so I need to do two things today, I think. I have not gotten cucumbers yet, and I need to make sure that I grow at least some of those. There's actually a couple things that cucumbers are required for. Another thing that was interesting about the original game is there was no relationship menu, so you didn't know if people actually liked you. Uh, you just kind of had to guess. Their dialogue would change as they started liking you more, but there was no real indication. The old heart event that happened here does not appear to anymore. Uh, Karen used to kind of strong arm her dad into giving you some grass seeds for free. Apparently, free grass seeds are not a thing anymore. So, is it between 1 and 4 p.m. every day, or only if Carter's in here? That left door is a confessional. This leads into behind the church. Maybe it's only when Carter is not standing outside. Let's meet the harvest sprites, though. Make friends with the nature sprites, and they will help you with your chores and even play with you. To make friends with them, give them presents. You can make friends with each individual nature sprite. Once you are good friends with nature sprites, they will help you with 3 different chores. They will water the crops you're raising on your farm. They will harvest any ripe crops on your farm and put them into the shipping bin. They will feed and brush your animals as well as ship any of their byproducts. The more the nature sprites help you with certain chores, the better and faster they will get at them. You can also choose to play with nature sprites to give them practice with specific chores. I haven't seen you before. Who are you? Your name is Patrick? No wonder my mind was a clean slate. I'm Aqua. It's nice to meet you. Oh, hi. So your name is Patrick? Okay. I'm Sunny. Nice to meet you. Welcome. What's your name, Patrick? I'm Blueberry. It's nice to meet you. No, your name is not Blueberry. Halt! Who goes there? A sneaky so-and-so? You don't look like a sneaky so-and-so to me. Your name is Patrick. Gotcha. Hi, I'm Plum. These are not their names. My name is Pumpkin. It's nice to meet you. I'm Mint. And Chef? Why is there not a one named Chef? So, I can ask for help, but I've just met them. Oh, I need to become better friends with them. The way that I know to make friends with them is to buy wheat flour at the general store. They love that. Oh, hello, Mana. My husband Duke and I run the vineyard. She is known for being very talkative. My, now isn't this unusual? Look over there, it's Brandon. I can't remember the last time I saw him come down into town. Brandon? Do you mean that slightly eccentric? Actually, no, I won't mince words. That highly strange hermit? Yes, that's him, and here he is, gracing our town with his unique presence. Here he's supposed to be very easy on the eyes and an excellent artist, but also, well, very, very strange. Oh yes, I've heard the same. Word is he's a world-famous artist, you know. Why, I hear that rich people from all over are lining up to pay top dollar for his works. In fact, the little birdie told me that his bank account has a positively mind-boggling number of zeros in it. What? Really? Where on earth did you hear something like that? Ah, a handsome gentleman staring pensively at the clouds. Now that's what I call art. Handsome and rich is quite the one-two punch, that's for sure. Oh, just look at that divine expression of ennui as he gazes wistfully at the heavens above. I wonder, do you think he might be interested in taking my little age as a bride? You're who? Yes, she isn't living in town right now, and I can't say when she'll come back, but that isn't that bad, right? Is that Ava she's talking about? Worse than bad, I'd say. Hard to date someone you never met when they aren't even here. No, it's Aja. The winery is named after her, but that's her different name in this version. But anyway, you would not believe what happened yesterday. I can hardly believe it myself. Oh, now this I need to hear. Dish. Enough. I cannot take another moment of this. Will they never cease? Hmm? Am I alright, you ask? Why would I not be? I was simply waiting for the sky to present me with my next duty to fulfill. A veritable flood of information will rush down from high if you only look up. Organizing it is no small feat. All the voices in my head clamoring for attention right now. It takes all my might simply to put them in order. Was I talking to myself? I apologize. When I take an afternoon stroll, there are times when inspiration strikes me like a bolt from the blue. Breathing the fresh air as I walk must energize the font of inspiration within me until it overflows. Now then, my thoughts have finally been corralled into some semblance of order, so I will be on my way. Good day. So after chewing on the idea a little, the idea of a parent deciding who their child will marry seems ridiculously out of date to me. Really, it's just silly. How could I expect the age to be happy with anyone not of her own choosing? In fact, she may not even want to get married. True, our children aren't miniature versions of ourselves. They should be the ones to shape their own futures. Oh, definitely, I wholeheartedly agree. But be that as it may, I'll never turn down a little eye candy. Huh, wait a minute. Where did Brandon go? He was here just a second ago. They were so caught up in their conversation they didn't even realize he left. Does the grass not come back every day? If that's the case, then they shouldn't have reduced the sell price of it if it doesn't respawn as often. I want to get my new crops planted and watered. I chose to get two groups of cucumber seeds because I'm only going to sell one group of them. The other group will be used for a different purpose. Get the scythe out so I can actually scythe this grass. I think it's like a 12% chance or something like that that you get the power berry while doing things. I'll put the pedometer away for now. Now I can't confirm that. No, we're going to take a chance and see if I can actually walk over crops. Because those turnips are nearly fully grown, and if I'm wasting a spot on every crop, I'd rather know now than, later. Yo, you're packing that shipment nice and full for me? Don't let me down now, you hear? I mean it. Thanks, pal. Appreciate it. Look forward to another big shipment tomorrow. There was a weird glitch uh, on the Game Boy Advance where he would uh, not speak English. He would just randomly speak Japanese for some reason. Yeah. Harvest Moon games have always been full of weird things like that, though. Okay, I can chop at an angle, too. And looking at the map here, it looks like I've gotten all of these small branches. All that's left is large stumps. The dark ones require a level 4 axe. The lighter ones require a level 2 axe. I'm going to take a quick dip in the hot springs and start breaking some of the rocks. Now, I don't know about this game too much. On the Game Boy Advance, if you wanted to upgrade your axe, what you do is you would come to next to the hot springs in the evening. You would find the stump that would be like right around here, and you would just chop at it until you were basically out of energy. Then you would hop in the hot springs, get your energy back, and rinse and repeat. And eventually, you would get, your axe up to enough experience to upgrade it all the way. But I don't know if that's something you can do here. If I'm actually getting any increase to my axe level just by doing this. And so my axe level is at 8% right now. I did go up a small bit, but not very much. If this is like the old games, you don't have to upgrade your tool one at a time. I always enjoyed being able to go up several levels all at once. I didn't save, but it's not a big deal. Okay, so I've done second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. So if I check, this tells me when birthdays are. White Day is day. Saibara's birthday is the 4th. I missed Plum's birthday. Harvest Guy's birthday is the 8th. And it tells me when festivals are and when birthdays are, including my own. I'm looking for where it said how much of things I have shipped. It's just telling me about the Ultra has returned. The sun is still up on the dog days of summer and autumn blows in on the refreshing breeze. Off in the mountains for a class trip, our heroes discover a mysterious being. New series, Mechbell Ultra, The Autumn Breeze, Episode 1, The Resurrection. Look forward to it. Um, okay, seriously, I'm massively confused. They count as books, okay. So how much honey does it say I've shipped? It says I've shipped 4. Second, third, fourth, fifth. So I should have... I shipped on the second, third, fourth, and fifth. So I should have 4. Yeah, so it says 4. So I think it did count on the next day. It's raining today. I don't get honey every day. Changes in this game. So our turnips are ready. I have one that's looks like it's 2 stars. And it looks like it's up to a possible 5. There used to be a basket that you could get that would allow you to hold more things at once. But since items stack now, that's not necessary. Looks like I got 1 2-star turnip, and the rest are single star. I would think I will sell them all. Looking around my farm, I do not see any new branches, which makes me think that I was correct about that. But they did not come back. Let's talk to my horse. And I'm actually going to go ahead and take a chance and hoe those center spots for all of my crop areas. So I went to go get more turnips today. But first things first, find a flower to give to the harvest goddess. every single day. It will pay off eventually. I don't know when I would end up uh, spending 10 hours in the hot spring for an achievement. That seems like such a waste of a day. Lotus Hill is home to a considerable variety of plants. Incidentally, the biological diversity is precisely why we came to this town. There are many plants that only grow here in this town and nowhere else. Well, have you had a chance to read any of Basil's books? The library is positively overflowing with texts he's written. Market trends favor town guides over specialized books like Basil's botanical encyclopedias. That fact gives him no small amount of grief. His books may be helpful to you, though, so give them a read. Well, sometimes switch out books or add new titles to collections, so I hope you make a habit of stopping by often. I want to talk to Ellen a lot. It's gotten warmer out, like clockwork. He comes home every day with another bug he's found in the dirt. It's balmy weather since we're back to sleep, I tell you. Maybe just a short nap. Hiya, Mr. McFarms a lot. Whatever. My. Hopper's farm. It's all going on. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Welcome. Well, if this is Patrick, come do a little shopping? Alright then, please take your time. Finding what you need, if you're having trouble, just let me know. You just started your farm, right? It's a headache trying to figure out where even to begin, I'm sure. You'll need seeds for your crops and seeds for fodder to feed your animals, not to mention the tools to sow them. List of things to buy and the do goes on and on. You following so far? I could use some help. Of course, I don't blame you. Here, hang on just a second. Dad, I'm going to give Patrick some seeds. Do you mind? What? Really? You want to give away our merchandise just like that? Well, yes, friends help friends. Patrick just moved here, you know. It's only right that we help as we can. Karen has a point, dear. How about you step up and show how generous you can be for once, hmm? When you put it that way, I guess I could hand out a free sample or two. Thanks, Dad. Now there's that darling husband of mine. I knew I married you for good reason. Including both of you. You're making me blush. Here you go. They're on the house. Don't worry about the tab. And she gave me some grass seeds. Luck with the farm. You'll be rooting for you. Of course, since there was a hard event, I can't actually buy things until I leave and come back. So I sold 2 things of turnip seeds. I'd like to get 2 more. Grass seedlings cost 500 G's, so that was a very generous gift they gave to me. I'll probably buy 2 things of potato seeds when I come back for more. Wheat flour is only 50, and there was a way to make money in the old game that was very nice. Are you fatigued? No, I'm fine. Please don't overwork yourself. If you were to collapse, there would be no shortage of townspeople in distress. Oh, doctor, are you worried about me? Naturally, no good physician would be pleased to see an increase in sick patients due to his staff's negligence. Oh, is that all? What's the matter? No, it's nothing. The doctors in these games are fairly obtuse. She was hoping you cared about her personally, you fool. But I do. I often struggle between whether to marry Ellie or Mary in these games. I mean, I've played enough that I've buried all of them at one point or another, but those are usually my top choices. Oh, sure, I'll listen to your prayer. I left my farm on. Once upon a time, in a land not unlike our own, there was a normal family, the kind one would find anywhere. A father, mother, and their juvenile son all lived together in blissful harmony. One day, the mother succumbed to a virulent illness and suddenly passed away. As the grief-stricken father stood over his late wife, the little boy came up to him and asked, "What happened to Mom?" The boy curiously peered at his dearly departed mother's unblinking face. The father, unsure what to say, desperately explained that she had fallen into a deep sleep. Upon hearing that, the boy was greatly troubled. He told his father, "Then please, Dad, use all my allowance and buy a big alarm clock to wake her up." What do you think of that? That was when the father learned that the diluted words adults use to avoid speaking of death hold neither power over nor meaning to children. Think on that. I bid you a blessed day. It's mostly the same story that he tells, just the language is a little different. It's my job to write the tea party invitations for all our friends. Yeah, if you become friends with them very fast, you can get the tea party in the first spring. I was talking about a way to make a lot of money early on. There was a channel on the TV in the Game Boy Advance. It was a Harvest Goddess game, and you had to guess whether the next number was higher or lower than the one she said, between 0 and 9. And depending on how many you got right in a row, you could win prizes. Now, of course, on the Wii U with restore points, or if you were to emulate the game and had save states, you could manipulate that to win. But on the Game Boy Advance, there was no such thing. So I would spend hours upon hours playing that game trying to get enough. But in first spring, you can play the game 5 times per day. In the first spring, what I would do is I would save the game and give it a shot. And if I got around 10 correct, then I would be perfectly set. And I would uh, complete the game. Uh, and I would get relaxation tea leaves. And those sell for 1,000 G each. So of course I would do that. And it would give me a nice little boost of money early on. Looks like grass is only one spot though. It was not 9 like it used to be. So the fact that it costs so much is annoying. But it looks like you start with some to begin with, so maybe that's why. When you have animals, you can ring the bell to tell them to come outside or go inside. I will do a little bit of fishing. I'm willing to bet that there's a power berry that I need to fish for at some point, and I probably need higher than the very most basic fishing rod to make it happen. Now, with the first rod, you're not likely to catch anything bigger than a small fish, but of course, as you upgrade your fishing rod, you'll be able to catch larger and larger fish, and eventually, presumably, and of course, as the fish get bigger, the money you get for catching them goes, or the money you get for selling them would go up as well. Plus, any energy you would get for eating them. But We're just getting started with our fishing. It's still at 1%, even though I caught 3 more fish. The duels are not going up very quickly. And we get the money right away, so you can see that the money for those turnips is already up there in the top right. Let's keep breaking some stone. Oops. Now, in Redstone Mineral Town, there was no stone material. You just would break stones to clear your farm and upgrade your axe. You didn't need to worry about picking up a material. And I'm mentioning that because the material is not being picked up immediately. Also, you could pull lumber out of the lumber pile it was added to automatically. But the moment you chopped a branch or a stump, whether on your farm or outside, it would just be added to your lumber pile automatically. You didn't have to pick it up or carry it there. You just had it. In a perfect world, I'd be playing the original game instead, honestly. I should also mention that your energy and fatigue are affected by the rain. You don't work as well in rain as you do in other weather. I'll do the watering can tomorrow. I got a lot more stone. We'll have at least one power berry by the end of spring. I've had files where I got absurdly lucky and would get the power berry on like the very first tile on my farm I tilled. Obviously that was not the case here. It'll be sunny. Try examining things. So it's saying don't let your bag get full or store them. Emerald Academy, Maiden Memoirs, Reading Maiden. Every day at the same time in the same spot by the train car door, she's there. As the train pulls away, she places her bag by her feet and removes a paperback novel neatly wrapped in a slipcover. She opens it to the leaf she uses for a bookmark and begins to read. The train arrives at the next station. The door she was leaning on opens, and she wobbles for a moment. The leaf slips from its spot in her book and flutters towards the floor. She hurriedly tries to catch it, but it slips between her fingers and flits to the ground. She snatches it up and carefully brushes off the dirt, delicately placing it back in the spot between the last pages of the book. The train begins to move again, and she resumes reading once more. The next stop is hers. She takes the leaf and sets it on the last page she read, gently closing the book around it. Bending over, she slips the book back into the bag at her feet and, tossing the bag strap over her shoulder, stands up. The train slows to a halt, and she turns to face the door. It opens, and she walks out into the world beyond. As the various events that the news is telling me about get closer, it will give more information about that particular event. Let's go ahead and talk to my horse before it gallops off elsewhere. The heart appears for just the briefest moment. Like most farming games, the biggest draw to upgrading the watering can is, of course, a upgrading capacity. I don't think I have any mail. There's some weeds growing near the crops, so I'll take care of those ones. I don't believe they can actually destroy my crops, but I still like to have that space just open. I got a couple things of grass there. I'm quite distressed that you don't get honey every day. What I would do in the past is when the woodcutter was working on my home, I would always give him honey while he was on the farm, and that would mean his friendship would go up easily without me having to take a special trip to talk to him. Here's an event with Jennifer. Oh, Patrick, hello. I was just opening my soul to the positive energies of Mother Nature. Can you feel them? They emanate in waves from the song of the birds, from the light of the sun. It's as if the world itself is blessing the advent of a brand new day. Don't you agree? Ah, yeah, my chakras are totally aligned. Sound like I'm mocking her? Oh, never mind. I see you're someone who understands these esoteric truths. Lovely. When I bring up this subject, most people simply end the conversation with a puzzled expression. I spend nights at the inn, but the rest of the time you can generally find me here in my tent. Come visit me again if your energies inspire you to. There's much I want to ask you. I might romance her just because I don't know anything about her. Hello, and hello to you too. You're quite the conversationalist. I don't know if trying to give the harvest goddess a gift. Oh, another one. Oh, Patrick, hello. You wouldn't happen to have seen Officer Harris out and about, would you? No? Well, I will wait a little longer then. You are familiar with his patrol route, yes? He ought to be passing by here before terribly long. Thus, I thought to wait here for him. I have something I'd like to give to him. Here he is. Hello, Miss Jennifer, and hello to you too, Patrick. Hello, Officer Harris. I've been waiting for you. You have? The other day you were walking down the mountain in the dark and happened to twist your ankle, did you not? Gus was kind enough to inform me. Goodness, it's amazing how quickly rumors make their way through town. But yes, you heard rightly. I am embarrassed to admit that I tripped over my own 2 feet and twisted my ankle. Fortunately enough, it wasn't all that bad. It had healed by morning. Considering you have the protection of the mountain spirits, I doubt that any truly grave accident would befall you. But knowing that you patrol these paths gives me peace of mind as I cloister myself within my tent. Thus I thought I might give you this gratitude for all the good you do for our community. This is a power stone. It is imbued with positive energies that will protect you from accident and harm. This mountain abounds with good energy, and power stones are plentiful. This one happened to be the strongest I found. I hope you will find it to your liking. Goodness, a gift for me? Thank you very much for your kindness and consideration. I'm sure this will be most effective. I gladly accept your thoughtful gift and will take good care of it. Now then, I'd best return to my patrol, if you will please excuse me. Of course. Good day, Officer Harris. You know, it's hard to shake the feeling that poor Officer Harris is struggling under an unlucky sign. Not in terms of health, though. I have little worry that illness or injury will befall him. No, I speak of romance. I hope the Power Stone will counteract some of his poor luck and bring him into alignment with an auspicious star. I'm sure it was no coincidence you happened to be here, Patrick. I thought I'd give you a stone as well. But I get the impression you don't need it. I feel a strong energy about you, as if you have spiritual protection. I have main character energy. You know, I've wondered this for some time now, but who exactly are you? You keep interrupting my attempt to give a gift to the harvest goddess, and if I don't give her gifts, then that lucky energy may very well end. Now, in the original game, one of the power berries was by giving her a crop before you had spent any energy that day. So if you know that it exists, you go straight to her after like getting your first turnip, and you offer it to her and get a power berry that way. But I don't know if that's the case here, which is why I chose to sell my turnips. I will check the beach for grass and uh, things to chop. And once I upgrade my fishing pole a little bit, I will probably be uh, fishing there as well. I'd like to play, but we're not friends yet. So, the relaxation tea leaves that sold for 1,000 each. We get you 5,000 each of the first few days of the game. So it would be very easy to upgrade your bag size and buy like flour to give as gifts. It looks like some of them are up to 2 now. Pumpkin is not. And I don't know if I just missed talking to him or what. I think I need 3 uh, music notes to play. Because I haven't done it. Oh, so many events. Oh, pardon me, I didn't realize I still had a patient to see. Ah, Fitzpatrick, are you eating well? No. It's good to hear. A balanced diet is critical to cultivating a strong, healthy body. Most people in this town are healthy. We live in a place where the abundant blessings of nature appear to have rendered most diseases impotent. But I still study each and every day. Medicine is an endless pursuit. Many problems remain unsolved, even now. What about you, Patrick? Working on the farm is surely a difficult endeavor in its own right. Farm work is one of the most physically demanding jobs out there. Do take care. Also, for medical matters you'd rather not discuss with me, you may speak to my nurse, Ellie. In any case, we are always here to lend an ear about any health concerns you may have. Oh, that's right. I just received some medicine from another town. Would you like to try some? Unlike the medicine typically sold here, it can restore both stamina and fatigue at the same time. Its only fault is that the effect is somewhat weak, which is why it hasn't been put out on the market yet. I improved it to increase its effectiveness, albeit at the expense of flavor. A little medicine never hurt. Oh, it would seem I sized you up correctly. Go on then, down it in one gulp. E-W-W. Ah, so it tastes as awful as I expected. but it was rather effective, yes. I had hypothesized you'd be able to see the value in this medicine. Would you like some more? Forgive me, I couldn't resist a little joke. Taking too much of any medicine can have negative effects. Thank you for today, Patrick. You've given me a lot to consider. Rather adventurous spirit. In other words, you're insane. The doctor is passionate about his research. I can stand a lot from him. By the way, people have their own rooms too, but you usually can't go to them. What's the matter today? I wanted to get an examination. Just to see. I think I have the 10G to spare now. Yes, very good. Oh, right. There, that'll do it. Now let me give you the results. You've lost a lot of stamina, but you haven't built up any fatigue, so you ought to be alright. Taking one battle of stamina booster will clear things right up. But you needn't bother. A full dinner and early bedtime will do the trick just as well. So, in the Game Boy Advance where you didn't have a stamina, where you couldn't see your stamina at all times, the doctor could be useful. But now that you can see what your stamina is, no matter what, his effectiveness is somewhat nerfed. You can't run through people. But since time doesn't pass indoors, it's alright to just wait for them to move out of the way. Apparently Harris was in there and I didn't notice. I mean, if I walk by people, I'm going to talk to them. Even though I don't really listen to what they say. It doesn't hurt to build up friendship a little bit. Eventually, if you become good friends with someone, they'll teach you new cooking recipes. And on the Game Boy Advance, once they taught you a recipe, you had to like write it down or take a picture or do something to remember it because it didn't actually get added to your recipes until you made it. But alright, so it looked like things get shipped no matter what now, so I'll go ahead and put those in there. But in this game, it will remember any recipes you've learned and retroactively add them. I thought I bought. Oh, the seeds are planted. They're just first stage, so I can't really see them. I think I'll spend the remainder of my time for this day fishing. I will sell the fish in the morning, though, just to be on the safe side. You can fish up trash occasionally. You can go into your inventory and throw it away. You can no longer toss items on the ground like you could in the original game. If you would toss trash on the ground, it counted as littering and it made people like you less. Because littering is bad. But you can no longer litter. Ooh. I got a bigger fish. A medium fish. Fishing in Harvest Moon is not about completing a little mini game. It's about reaction time. And I keep calling it Harvest Moon. It's Story of Seasons. The original series was called Harvest Moon, but it was not developed by Natsume. It was developed by Marvelous, who made Story of Seasons. Eventually they split. Natsume kept the Harvest Moon name, but Marvelous kept making games. But since they couldn't use Harvest Moon, they called it Story of Seasons. And here we are. I fished up 2 pieces of trash. As far as I know, none of this trash has any potential benefits down the road. I can also save by actually checking the journal rather than pausing. Just a little bit of money. I didn't sell any of the fish last night. I will sell it today. Let's see. Not a lot of rain. Now they're talking about the tool button. Dear Princess, Part 1. Since the day I was born, I have had to live up to the expectations of my father and his kingdom. I am a princess, and this is my story. Today, as I took my morning stroll through the gardens, I heard a commotion from the gates. Apparently, the kingdom's greatest knight had returned from a quest. I gathered from my handmaidens that this brave knight journeyed north to defeat the nefarious Dark Lord. Now, having completed his mission, my father has anointed him as a legendary hero. He must be a mighty man indeed to defeat a magician with naught but sword and shield. I wish my betrothed could be half so strong, but all the suitors' father has arranged for me to meet our soft, pampered lordlings. Why, that gives me an idea. Rather than yearning in vain for a husband as strong as this knight, I ought to just marry the legendary hero himself. Surely saving the kingdom from the Dark Lord has proven him worthy of my hand. I'm certain father and his subjects would give us their blessings. But now that I think of it, I don't know the first thing about this knight. I've never even seen his face. What a silly goose I am, missing something so obvious. Well, never mind that. There's going to be a feast this evening to honor the legendary hero's great triumph. I'll simply talk to him at tonight's festivities. I believe the tea day is the 10th. But you need a significant number of, like a significant amount of friendship with the harvest. I'm going to keep calling them harvest sprites because that's how I know them. It takes a significant amount of friendship with them to actually uh, be invited. I'm not sure about the rate at which you actually receive energy for sleeping. My wiring can leveled up again, which means I can upgrade it 2 stages at the forge. Alright. I'm trying to keep one inventory slot open in case I come across someone who wants to give me something that goes into my tool slot. My horse is moving around a lot. Eventually it will start to come towards you when you whistle for it, but as we're still at a fairly small amount of friendship, it will not yet. I think I should go buy the brush today so that I can get it up faster. And of course it doesn't hurt to have a brush. My supply of flowers over here seems to have temporarily dried up. I guess that's another thing that's more similar in the remake to Stardew Valley than it is to the original game. Is that you don't necessarily have every forage every day. Which I guess makes giving the Harvest Goddess a gift every single day a little bit more involved. This is her birthday though. Thank you for offering on my birthday. That doesn't count towards any additional. It's not like it counts as giving her a gift for 2 days because you did it on her birthday. Does she count as a resident? Yes. And I have 3 music notes with her. Alright. If I'm going to buy the brush, it would be more time effective to go up this way and buy it from Saibara. Nope, there ain't. By the way, Gray had a hat in the Game Boy Advance version, and a lot of people were upset that he doesn't anymore. Why? Tell me what's wrong with it. Tell you, fool. Look within. You already have the answer. If you can't even understand that. What are you looking at? If you don't have any business here, then... Gray, how dare you address a customer in such an impertinent manner? Oh, sorry. Welcome. Oh, it's you, Patrick. Hello. Patrick, I'm going to take a break. You deal with our customer. Sorry about earlier. You shouldn't have had to walk into that. As you know that hurt, he was telling me to redo my work. I have to fight for so much as a scrap of encouragement and praise from Grandpa. It's like this every day. Like to the point I'm not sure I want to keep going anymore. Then just quit, dude. What? Coming from someone who doesn't know a flange from a fillet? I shouldn't have complained, but you know it has, because you gave me some space here in that dome. Apparently that was not the correct answer. Something I can help you with, Marie? The tool you prepared for me is so very easy to use. I wanted to come thank you again for your craftsmanship. I appreciate it very much. Well, if you're that pleased by it, then I'm glad I repaired it for you. If you ever need my expertise again, come straight on over and see me, alright? Yes, thank you so much. Ow! Don't mind me, it's nothing. Oh no, you're bleeding. Idiot, it's because you lost focus. I said I'm fine. No, you aren't. Wait just a second. Oh, there it is. Give me your hand, Gray. That should do it. Oh no, it's my pleasure. Alright, I'll be going now. Visit you at the library someday. Be sure to drop by sometime. I promise to visit. I'm glad. Goodbye for now. Marie sure is nice. How many times have I told that boy to keep his eyes on his work? So, of course, I don't have the material to upgrade my tools, but I wish I did. So you can upgrade to Mythic without something special. It shows you the effective area on the right. The copper watering can does 2 spots. The silver watering can does 4. Gold does, looks like, or the silver watering can, I think does 4. And then I guess that does 6. The mithril does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 maybe. The hammer and the axe and such don't do more space, but they can break stronger things. I was going to buy the brush. Of course, I don't need the milk or clippers because I don't have animals. But if I had lots of money, I'd buy a chicken too, but I don't. Cannot for the life of me understand Mr. Carter, the priest. No. Looks like they both enjoy the secret forest. He's just about to head over to Dudley's place. He's a good man, that Dudley. I asked him for a lot of advice. What is his name? I can't remember. Yeah, I don't take Sundays off in real life either. If you do deliveries, Sunday is a good day to do it. People tend to be feeling more charitable with their tips. So I typically don't upgrade my watering can very early in this game because I just talk to the harvest sprites all the time until they'll water the crops for me. You don't actually really get any substance from talking to the town gossips. You just get general like, oh, and then they said, and did you hear? Stuff like that. Some people actually refuse to marry Papuri in any Harvest Moon or Story of Seasons game because she just seems way too young, and I get that. I hesitate to do so at this point as well. Now, when I played Harvest Moon 64 for the first time and married her, I was like 10, so it wasn't really a concern then, but I can see why someone playing as a adult or even teenager would potentially have some problems with it. Alright, so now that I've got a brush, I can do two actions each day that my horse likes. So essentially get its friendship up faster. And I can see if I've talked to, given it a pet treat, or brushed it each day. Just as you can see who you've talked and or given a gift to each day. I'm going to do some more farm clearing. Uh, I do still have small stones. I can do some pretty big jumps, but Uh, Not two uh, spaces straight, but it seems like I can do some a bit bigger of a one diagonal. Definitely want to get rid of those stones. They're impeding grass growth. I need to check something real quick. Check just on this one tile. Oh, I fell down. I am out of stamina. So it added a piece of grass to my inventory. Father. Okay. Uh, as I am familiar with grass and Harvest Moon games and Story of Seasons, typically when you cut it down, it doesn't go away. It goes back to its earliest growth stage. It looks like in this, if you cut it, it's gone. So I want to be careful with doing that. I just saw my horse go inside, and since I'm completely out of stamina right now, I will go to bed myself. Yes, I could go to the hot springs and stay awake a little longer, but no. Also, I don't know if this is also something that carries over, but a nice little visual effect in the original game is as you cooked more recipes, you would actually see yourself eating different things in the morning. I don't know if that was kept, but I certainly hope it was. Right now, I just get the traditional rice ball every morning. It will be another sunny day. Some tools drain stamina. Cancel button. I use the cancel button to exit that. Time for another episode of the Fishing Facts shows. Spring is a nice warm season. The ocean's full of sardine, Pacific herring, and sailfin sandfish. I don't need the scythe right now. Looks like the potatoes are done. Excuse you, horse. I need to make you love me. It looks like I forgot to water the cucumber one day. I want to expand one more spot so that I'm growing two things of potatoes as well. This is the way I like to do it. I like to be able to water the stuff even though it's still in the ground. I'm going to need my hoe if I want additional spots. I will admit I'm a little annoyed that I haven't actually gotten the power berry yet. I am used to getting it very early. And I am already out of stamina, which means I'm going to start building up fatigue as I continue to water. But I'm not in particular danger of just randomly passing out. It takes quite a bit of fatigue to get to that level. In any case, I had to harvest these potatoes. All regular quality. Honey as well, plus grapes. And even if I want to make sure that I get to the store in time uh, to buy new seeds, the harvest goddess is priority number one. If I look around, eventually I'll find a flower to give to her. I would go for her and talk to Jennifer, but I'm running behind. Yes, Moogie comes to the hot springs on Mondays. The Yodel Ranch is closed on Mondays. The general store is closed on Tuesdays and Sundays, I think, which is just horrible to have 2 days where you can't buy crops. Often closed on the first day of a season, since Harvest Moon is 30-day seasons. There's my weekly shopping day. Oh, what a coincidence, I'm running errands through Mama today. Hello. For the only thing we have in stock, no, it's just farmer's seeds. I will buy 2 packets of potato seeds. I'm looking forward to when I have 3,000 Gs so I can upgrade my bag size. Ah, good. Carter is doing the confessional today. Is something the matter? Make a confession. Now pray tell me, what is it that weighs upon your mind? I picked on an animal, I overslept, I overslept. Oversleeping is a sign of poor discipline and lack of devotion to your daily responsibilities. There are those whose schedules may be disrupted when you oversleep. No one likes a person who is impunctual. The divine has no forgiveness for sinners like you. Heavenly retribution will surely rain down from above. I think that will be enough for today. Please feel like coming on whenever you like. Well, I just lost all my energy. Now, if I had any, I would have lost it, but I was already out of energy. You get good things if the harvest goddess forgives you. If she doesn't, then it's whatever. If you confess to picking on animals or neglecting them, and you're forgiven, the animals will like you more. If you confess to something like littering or other things that villagers wouldn't like, then they'll like you more after saying that. If you're forgiven, of course. And of course, since Anna is shopping today, uh, she's not here gossiping. I don't want to build up any more fatigue, so I won't chop that. Now my question is, can I get home and sell this blue grass before Zach shows up? The answer, it seems, is yes. I will plant my new potato seeds. I don't want to go to sleep yet, but I will take a quick soak in the hot springs so that I'm getting a little bit of energy back now. Plus get rid of any fatigue I have. The energy isn't ready for this run to do much to soothe my soul. I'm just gonna hold that so I have it tomorrow. Hey, Max can be upgraded. Now, on the Game Boy Advance where I could just chop a stump uh, all evening right next to the uh, hot springs, I would say there's absolutely no reason to upgrade your axe until you can upgrade it fully. I would say that based on these changes, upgrading my axe as I can is a better idea. I will not go below 20 energy. Well, I will by 1. So how are my tools actually doing now? The watering can is upgradable 2. The axe and scythe are upgradable 1. But the hammer, the hoe, and the fishing rod cannot be upgraded yet. The fishing rod is another one I upgrade one stage at a time. That's just being able to get bigger fish. I think I'll do at least one more day, so that we're really getting into the game. Day for the fishes, folks. Rain will start in the early morning hours and carry on throughout the day. Teach you more about moving around. Swapping your tools and what you're holding. Yeah, I've been doing that. Knives and forks ready for tasty time. I, Naru, will be judging this cooking battle and tasting what our two lovely contestants make. Today's theme is stew. Now let's get right into it. Contestant A is using wheat flour, small milk, pot, and seasoning set. Contestant B is using wheat flour, milk, potato, corn, carrot, small fish, medium fish, large fish, pot, and seasoning set. And they're done. Time for a taste. I'll start with contestant A. It's pretty basic stew. Let's have some contestant B's. Oh, wonderful. This version has some scrumptious additions, and the winner is contestant B, who added in extra ingredients for a truly inspired stew. Those at home may prefer contestant A's simpler preparation, however, as gathering so many extra ingredients might be a little difficult. You've learned the recipe for stew. So we now know run recipe, and we can probably see that when we'll probably be able to see that as soon as I can uh, have a kitchen. There's our honey and our grapes. It looks like our turnips are done again. Why get a single 2-star one again and the rest 1-star? Nope, I got a second 2-star one. No, I don't want to sell that. As long as you don't close the menu, you can take it back. Alright, like I said, I believe the general store is closed on Tuesdays, but I will still check to see if I can get lucky. It is very uncommon for me to remember to buy seeds a day ahead of time in this game because of the extra days that the store is closed. In fact, you should probably count on me forgetting several times. Unless there's someone who wants to remind me uh, in the chat to buy seeds, then I might remember. I'll go ahead and water one set of it just in case I can get the seeds today. I already have the flour, so toss it in. Is that our 9th day? So hopefully tomorrow she'll have something for me. But that will be the start of an additional stream if at least one person tells me they want to see more. But I'm enjoying myself. You can find bamboo shoots occasionally in spring. Alright. So I will sell off the grass and the bamboo and head towards town. If some things are not changed, selling enough grass will eventually make more potent medicines available at the clinic. So I'm hoping that happens. Looks like Gray is here. Oh, hello there, Gray. Hello. Not many people in this town read books, so I hardly get any visitors. Thank you for stopping by. Wonder why that is. It's not like you're hurting for interesting books here. I'm glad to hear you think so. Oh, that's right. To be honest, I'm writing a novel right now. Just as a hobby, mind you, but I haven't had many people read through it. If it wouldn't be too much of a bother, would you mind reading it and telling me what you think? You're writing a book? That's amazing. Something that impressive, really. So will you help me? Of course, if you're alright with me reading it, I'd love to help. Wonderful, I'll bring it to you later. I want to read it. Oh, written by you, huh? Wow, I can't read it. It's a little embarrassing to show it to other people, but I do think I need feedback if I want to refine it. Books are love, books are life. Heard someone say that once. Can't say I disagree at this point. Reads like a never-ending source of good book recommendations. Oh well, this library is built so that people could read Papa's books. Sometimes search up books or add new titles. I haven't done enough in the game for her to actually search out books. General store closed Tuesdays and Sundays. Yep. We'll still talk to the harvest sprites. And if you have an invitation to their tea party, then they give you relaxation tea leaves after it. I don't even know if they're called relaxation tea leaves in the remake. That's what they were called before. It's possible that, like several other things, they have a different name now. She wants to know if I've heard any interesting rumors. Yes, Lilia's husband, Vaporeon, Rick's father, is on a journey looking for a flower to cure Lilia because she is often ill. So we don't see him. I remember in Harvest Moon 64, I never went for Mary because she was the mayor's daughter, and that seemed sketchy to me. I'm gonna pop into the no, never mind. I was gonna say I'm gonna pop into the mine, but I shouldn't do that until I can upgrade my uh, backpack size and carry more of the necessary tools without having to switch them out. So I will spend a little bit of time fishing so I can sell those tomorrow. You can fish up branches. Actually, can I set those down on my farm still? I can set the branch on the farm, and I can use it as a fence or chop it to get more lumber. As of right now, your pedometer has reached 10,000 steps. Congratulations. What? Yes, that's it. No, there isn't any special prize. That's really all you get. Be grateful I did my special cheer for you. Bye. Yeah, that's really all it is. I mean, it is necessary for something you can do, but it's not necessary for game progression exactly. I don't like that if you cast at a time that makes you more tired, it cancels your cast. I do have over 3,000 Gs, so if I still have money after buying the turnip seeds tomorrow, I will also upgrade my bag size, because that's just so valuable. I'll try and catch one more fish. But for now, I've been going for about almost 3 hours, so I think that'll be good for today. So, if you want to see uh, more of this game, please tell me. I'd be interested to hear opinions on that. And if you're watching live on YouTube or Twitch, thank you for being here. Whether you chatted or lurked, I appreciate you. If you're watching the archive later on YouTube, thank you for checking it out. I hope however your day is going, it is progressing favorably for you. And I will see you in the next one.